April 2025. A single decision sent shockwaves through the global economy. Tariffs, once tools of negotiation, became weapons of economic warfare. What if these tariffs triggered a global recession? Let's find out. It all started on April 2nd, 2025, when the U.S. imposed sweeping tariffs on over 90 countries. Overnight, the cost of importing goods skyrocketed, and retaliatory tariffs came flooding in from China, the EU, and Canada. Stock markets around the world tumbled. Hong Kong saw its worst day since 1997, while U.S. indices lost over $2 trillion in value in just 2 days. End quote. But this wasn't just about numbers on a screen. It was the beginning of something much bigger and far more dangerous. Oh, tariffs don't just affect governments. They hit businesses and consumers where it hurts most, their wallets. Prices for everyday goods soared as companies passed higher costs on to consumers. Inflation in the U.S. jumped to 4.4%, double the Federal Reserve's target, while wages stagnated. In retaliation, countries like China and Canada targeted key American industries, farmers, automakers, and manufacturers, industries that had been promised protection but now faced devastating losses. As trade slowed to a crawl, financial markets began to panic. Banks braced for loan defaults as businesses struggled to stay afloat. Economists at J.P. Morgan raised the odds of a global recession to 60%, warning that growth could drop below 2%, a level dangerously close to economic contraction. The uncertainty was paralyzing. Would tariffs remain permanent? Or were they just a negotiating tactic? No one knew, and that uncertainty alone was enough to stall investment and freeze growth worldwide. Can we avoid disaster? Is there a way out? Experts say yes, but it requires swift action. De-escalating trade tensions through diplomacy is critical. Governments must prioritize collaboration over confrontation and reinvest in industries that can adapt to changing global dynamics. But time is running out. Every day these tariffs remain in place brings us closer to an economic tipping point, one from which recovery could take years. So, what if tariffs triggered a global recession? The answer is clear. Everyone loses. The question now is whether leaders will act before it's too late, or let history repeat itself once again. What do you think? Can we avoid a global recession, or are we already too late? Share your thoughts in the comments below.